Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff to the single back. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On the run, it's Haynes. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Handoff to the receiver on 1st and goal. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking to throw. It's Milrow. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's 4th down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt him, and they did for a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab down the middle. It's Fidone. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Cornhuskers will have 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. An explosive play, moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42. 1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And here comes a deep shot. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Tie.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
That's another positive gain here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Second down after the incompletion. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. It's about time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Johnson. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They had been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Finds his man. It's Coleman. They get him down after the completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelbacker, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Good job there finding the back in that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective third down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
Win after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Makes a nice move there. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama. Kicking team out for the PAT try. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. The kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the...
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Nebraska. Just ran away from the defense. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Motion now from the tight end. Cut quickly. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. To the air, it's Wyola. Off target with a throw, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
2nd and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Cornhuskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
2nd down now after the sack. It's a quick grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
To gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. To throw, it's Wyola. Quick throw to his receiver. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, tied. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. They'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Caught for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And the Huskers will bring their punt team onto the field. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he'll drop back here on third down. He'll take a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. A quick throw out left, complete. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On the run here. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Young. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Spinning out of the tackle. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Dropping back. It's Milrow. Dump off caught by the running back. Run for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on second and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, Bama. And the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Secondary backed up off the ball now. To throw, it's Raiola. Looking for the wide out. He's got it for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
First down and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
The sack sets up second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Snags the quick throw. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense. Or this guy...
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass is off target. Again, hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. But they got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
The shotgun running play call. Fighting off the tackler. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking downfield, it's Milrow. Throws to the tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. The linebacker shifting around now. Tight end goes in motion. Using his legs, it's Young. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
A running play called on 4th down. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that one is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup they wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Press coverage now from the secondary. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Trying to extend the play. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Milrow. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
You know, they've got a lead.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
Easy.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Running out of time in the pocket. He's moving out of the pocket. Excellent protection all day to throw. Flings it now to the left. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. And it's intercepted, deflected at the line of scrimmage. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Man, I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship? Now you give your opponent a real shot to get right back into the game. Yikes.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
And he's got it already past the 1st down marker. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. No press here. The defense backing away. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's escaping the pocket now. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Trying to find room. It's Miller. The pickup is 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, you go through the grind that this team has gone through, you learn to realize that your quarterback's going to be able to deliver on critical down and distances. There you go, 3rd down, big-time opportunity to put this game away. They convert, and I think that may do it.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Heavy pressure, good as he throws. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
He's going to hand this off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Alabama.
Wow. I'm officially the greatest. I'm officially the greatest of all time. Oh my God. I'm the greatest. Oh yeah, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest of all time.